16 Dork banner.
Yes,
Showing
indeed.
pride.
Showing pride. And okay, so here's the thing. I'm looking. The more I think about Montreal's composition, we've got Nazeebo, more sustained damage. We've got Vala with the way she's building, more sustained damage. We've got Thrall, more burst damage, but still not like a Li Ming, Jaina burst damage. They're trying to lock someone down to the Tomb, and they just don't have the speed of damage to actually get them down in time. Ooh. Oh, Raffle, please! That's the DK. That's an open keep. That's 2 mercenary camps. That's level 16. That might be GG.
Raffle just took a bite out of crime. Honestly. Honestly.
Why are you taking down the fort? Why are you offending?
They've got time. They've got time. They've got 60 seconds on it.
But they lost the caddies.
No, they still got 1 caddy.
2 caddies. All right,
caddies.
Survive. All right.
Rolling up in 2 caddies.
Oh, that's it. Oh, no, terrifying. All right, Leoric's back in the back line, though. Will have that Entomb available going into this, but they're hitting the core. Get out, says Merton, as they know that they have the potential to end this game right here, right now. This core is going down at a fierce rate, and that's going to be it. GG. Game number 1 is going the way of Tennessee in convincing fashion. Montreal is going down. Wow, Tennessee came out to swing right now. They're like, what upset? We got this.
Yeah. That was pretty much a perfect game by Tennessee. I mean, literally, there was no takedowns on behalf of Montreal. It's pretty much flawless.
I think that's by definition a perfect game.
Yeah.
Did they lose any towers?
I don't think they lost a single tower.
I don't even know if they took damage, bro. I'm quite serious.
Yeah.
I actually don't think the towers took any damage.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think it was a flawless game.
Was that also our fastest game?
I think
11
it was.
minutes. Yeah. It's close. Whew.
Quick and clean.
Okay, so for those of you who's like, I picked Tennessee to go very, like me, who picked Tennessee to go very far in this bracket, all the way to the Heroic 4, you're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah.
That being said, it's only the first round here. Obviously, Montreal, not as well known of a team. They don't practice quite as much. We know Tennessee is committing super hard for this one, and it shows. Right now, they look super, and it wasn't just Raffle. And this is something you brought up.
Yep.
It has to be the rounding out. Other members of the team have to be there.
The rotations were great. The support, the shields, the heals. They were all synergized.
But
I like a butt.
Can we say that was enough of a test to test the other players?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
That was definitely a good example of what happens when they play as a team.
Sure.
And they very much enabled Raffle. But what I was talking about with like the whole actual strain on the team, that's something I don't think we're going to see till later rounds.
Right.
Yeah, and honestly, I really want to take a look here at Montreal's stats.
Yeah,
let's take a look, because if you're looking at the losing team, trying to figure, okay, what's not working out for them here? And look at the heroes that they drafted in that game. They play a lot of Jaina. They play a lot of Sonya. We didn't see pulled out here the Malfurion as well. Just not necessarily holding onto their comfort picks right now. And I mean, they're used to fairly, quick games, but I mean
I swap Naz for Jaina, I swap Brawl for Sonya, and I like that composition more. You've got a more concerted front line in the Val Leoric. The biggest problem for them, actually, in my opinion, is its composition and the fact that they couldn't handle they couldn't handle the bottom half of the map. But like, when was Thrall going to show up? That's a legitimate problem on Dragonshire. Is how do you get your global into the fight? How do you get your top laner into the fight? And you have to either be aggressively pushing or making sure they're rotating down into mid fights. All the fights happen pretty much in the bottom. So Thrall would have had to rotate pretty much forever before Dahak, like an eternity before he actually got there and contributed to the fight, because they didn't have to fight in mid where the rotation's much shorter.
Okay, so 1 point and a question from me. The 1 point being the Triple Warrior. We're seeing that from Tennessee. Obviously, on paper, we've talked about it with this patch, that Triple Warrior seems like the way in which the meta might roll. Do you think someone like Rafflecopter's experience, obviously his awareness of the game, his awareness of that and his confidence in leading his team, would empower him to choose a strat like that? Like, maybe that's why we haven't been seeing it from other teams. Maybe they're just not confident stepping into the unknown of an unestablished meta with that kind of confidence. I mean, or maybe they're just messing with it. Maybe they're just testing it out.
Well, it's kind of 2 parts.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things here to note is the fact that Raffle still has connections in the pro scene, which means that his team probably has access to scrims with these higher level teams, whether they be top AM teams, whether they be HGC teams. There's definitely a chance that these guys can actually go in and hang with them, which means that they're seeing some strategies that are being brought out. And again, they can discuss, they can theory craft. You know that these guys are spending the time. They're playing the game anyway.
Yeah.
So you know that they're going to be discussing, theory crafting, all that good stuff. I definitely think that's a factor. I don't think it's an experiment. I think this is tried, this is true, they're busting it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
The other part to it though is the fact that you can't force Triple Warrior. Like I've been saying, you can't force the Arthas. You can't force Triple Warrior. You can't just take 3 Warriors in your first 3 picks. You need to take something else to go with that. The 3rd Warrior has to come in the later half of the draft so that you're guaranteeing some kind of damage early, because if you just rip 3 Warriors first 3 picks, like you're giving up Vala, you're giving up Malfurion, you're giving up Gul'dan, you're giving up Falstad, you're giving up a lot of options that do well into that Triple Warrior. Lunara.
Greymane.
Greymane, like you're giving up the entire cast of the answers to Triple Warrior.
Sure.
So if you take 2, it's okay, and you answer back with a damage or a healer. But if you take 3, it gets scary. So I think that's part of why we're not seeing it.
So what do you think Montreal's options are here? Do they go full Carlton with some kind of strat that's like, you know, let's chalk up a win on the scoreboard and try to get back into this game momentum-wise? Or are they going to fall back on, like we were talking about, fall back on their mechanics, fall back on what they're comfortable with?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's draft more of a cheesy composition, and what I mean is I want to see a big wombo. I want to see like a VP APOC, Ring of Frost. I need something like that, Sulfur Smash. I want to see something just all out, go that direction. Maybe not as outright cheese as what Carlton pulled, but definitely go for like a win. Like we're going to use all heroics, we're going to win the game. Because at this point, I think mechanically, rotation-wise, I think they're definitely in a bit of a disadvantage here. So they need to just try and make the miracle happen. Teamwork makes the dream work. They need to go for the wombo.
All right, Bron, you get to give Montreal a coaching session right now. What do you say?
Go back to Jaina, because Rakewood was terrifying on it. Find ETC or Joe. Get those in your first year rotations. And also consider, if you're not going to go Jaina, to bust out the Chromie.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. Draft is ready. This time we're on Tomb of the Spider Queen, Game 2 of Tennessee versus Université de Montréal.
Montreal. There's no N. It's Montreal.
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 Then why is there an N?
That's ask the Quebecois. I could not tell you. Je ne sais pas. I could not say. Tomb of the Spider Queen, again, similarities some regard to Dragonshire. You've got solo bot lane, you've got the rotations for. But in this case, it's a lot more about just how crisp, how clean are your rotations. Wave clear, hugely prioritized. Wouldn't be surprised to see Gul'dan more popular here. You ban out the Greymane, says Montreal, but that's fine. Raffle's like, I got 10
He's
more.
like, no worries. I got like a few more in my back pocket.
I got also open my backpack. What heroes do I have in here? Oh, Zul'jin. That we may see here. Don't be. Oh, maybe not out. Okay.
Answer back ETC for Montreal. You take the ETC. You can play it. You know they're going to take it if you don't. Malfurion, you can get around. You can deal with not having the Malfurion. I think you don't leave them ETC. Oh, Malfurion.
All right, so maybe this is more of a comfort pick coming out from Montreal.
No, they played a lot.
They played a lot. They know. But there's so many great supports in the meta right now. I don't think you need to force this. I think you need to do exactly what the source is saying. It's coming straight from the source here, guys. It's pick ETC.
Now you go
Tennessee.
Chromie.
Yeah?
Now you go Chromie.
All right, like Diablo, Malfurion.
Or Jaina. Chromie Jaina. I actually
Jaina.
don't care which, because you can do the same kind of...
It accomplishes the same
roughly
thing.
the same strategy. If you have a Zeratul player, play it. If not, take the Zarya. Take Zarya plus one of your strong mages, and then consider your auto attacker later. There are still a couple options. You could even go Vala Zarya, and then if you don't care about your warrior, there's stuff.
Tennessee can do anything here too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect Zarya to make it through this rotation. She's way too good on this map. Her ability to just poke forever, keep you from turning in, is just dumb.
Sorry, Arthas.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That's confidence.
That's scary. I mean, just take ETC.
No, Joe.
Oh yeah, I guess in this instance you just take it.
Joe's
You want the wave clear.
Yeah, you could still take ECC if you really wanted it, but now you take Joe Jaina, and then you think about your auto attacker.
You don't take Vala here?
You could, but they also play Zul'jin, and so
they would. Sorry,
they might ban the Jaina.
But I
if
mean,
they've
it
done
gives you
the
the
research.
additional wave clear with the Vala.
No,
here.
I always love Vala. Vala is my
Yeah,
main.
yeah.
So Vala will always be, in my opinion, you can almost always take Vala into any situation because you can build her wave clear, PvE, and auto attack.
I love how you've always been able to do that, but despite that, people were always like, "Oh, you can't actually run all 3 builds." And then there was a point where, and I won't forget this. I remember Dread saying it way back in the day. Like, if you picked Vala, this was before she had her changes. If you picked Vala in the draft, you've done something wrong. Like there was someone better in every role, every niche role,
I
but
see
now
what
she
you're
is the true jack of all trades. She can do everything. That's why she's never a bad pick right now, because you can just build her, you can customize her to fit any situation, which I love, which I think is exactly what the talent system is supposed to do.
Yeah, for sure. They're obviously loving that Nazeebo, bringing it back here from Montreal.
You got it.
There we go.
There we go.
Excellent. Getting it, team. And denying to Gul'dan, that's an interesting. I feel like they've already got the mage.
They would not have Gul'dan.
They would not have Gul'dan.
Gul'dan is not in their current tournament repertoire, although I'm sure they can play it, but they would have not Gul'dan. This ban is...
I think it should be a Jaina.
It should... Well, if they've done the research, it should be Jaina. But they
Just-
also
I'm gonna be honest,
probably
though.
wouldn't take Jaina now.
I'm also, yeah, it's true, but do you think Tennessee even did research?
No, I don't know.
I don't honestly, I don't think. I mean, maybe one.
I
it
will
wasn't
berate
Raffle.
Raffle if he did.
It wasn't Raffle. You know.
I will berate Raffle if he didn't.
if he wins
because
this
even-
game, we can ask him.
It's just it's
Yeah.
it's 2 clicks away.
Yeah,
Here's
seriously.
thedorm.com. Click click.
Oh, not 2 kilometers away. All right, here I thought you guys were getting all Canadian on me.
No,
all right.
no. We haven't gone. I've picked up Zed, and that's about it.
I've got all the other casters saying Zed. It's amazing. I'm ready. I'm excited.
I haven't quite adopted the Z, but maybe by the end
You'll
of Dawn.
get there.
You'll get there.
You'll
you
get there.
will get
It
there.
is pretty cool. I got to be honest.
I know, it's like 3 whole letters for 1 letter. Z-E-D. And spelling it out. There you are. All right, so looking at this now for Montreal, you just don't, you ban the assassin you don't want to deal with, which with Azaria, you don't want to deal with any assassin. So problems will be had regardless. I think you'd ban the
You
Soul Jam.
ban the Anub if you're going to go double mage.
Ugh.
You ban the assassin if you're really fearing the Zul'jin. I honestly don't think you ban any of the assassins, and you focus more on taking the healer off the board. You either ban Lucio or Anubarak. Lucio. Bam.
Bam.
Wham bam. Thank you, man.
Easy peasy. All right, so looking now, Tennessee, what do we give Raffle?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
Save it for
put
last
him on-
pick, honestly.
Yeah, sure. Why not? The options are there.
Like, they can't take Zul'jin, Falstead, Vala, and Lunara, because he was a Lunara
Yeah,
player
he
when it
was
wasn't a
Lunara player.
secret.
That's right.
He was a Lunara player back when she came out. He played it during the summer. He played it a lot just in terms of how much control he had with just continuously keeping a poison stack.
Yeah.
So he could play it. Like, it doesn't matter what they pick.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense that they would hold that to the end because they would have the most opportunity to counter in the best way. So,
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see like Medic Zul'jin. I wonder if we
That would be fun. They actually have a lot of games on Medic. They've been just ripping the Medic Zul'jin as just a standard combo for them because they're just out mechanicking people on it and they're not worried about the counter. Rhaegar Vala, though. Okay.
Either way, still pretty solid here. It suggests to me they're probably going to draft the Sonya as the last pickup there and either go for the triple rotation or grab a mage to round it out for the additional little bit of wave clear, drop Arthas into that bot lane. Well, they've got a lot of. They can do this in a bunch of different ways actually. So they really anything they want to do at this point is really solid. I would love the Sonya throw that into the bot lane and then just have this as with 4 man. I think it would be super
Thrall
solid.
Jaina.
There's the Jaina.
And there's the Thrall Jaina.
Now they take an Uberak. Watch them take an Uberak.
Yeah, that would work. That would actually do a lot here. You look at Arthas, you got the lockdown, Vala follows up. You've got the Nubarak with all that CC. That Impale is going to get so much value here.
Yeah,
They're going to be lacking in wave clear a little bit in comparison to the side of Montreal, but the threat, the pressure that they'll be under, I think more than makes up for it.
I hope it. I hope it's an Uberak just because it'll let them run down every member on the team.
Totally. That Nazeebo's in trouble.
Like,
you know?
Nazeebo's in trouble, Jaina's in trouble.
Sure.
Thrall can kind of deal with it, but again, only at 13, and we saw how long it took them to get 13 the last time around. This is a map in which the first 2 turn-ins are the most important in terms of does it go 1-1 or does it go 2 to 1 team? And that can just spiral things out of control. You then get 10, you then deny them turn-ins for the entire game.
Yeah, it's all about building momentum, building the snowball, getting multiple turn-ins back to back, getting those gems in, denying goaltending.
Oh, Chen.
Oh, that'll do it.
Chen
Not-
out of Chen would Chen again.
Yes.
you gone and done it there. You
What?
gone and done it.
No.
bro.
I've been saying that one for a long time.
Hey, but you know, Chen's got a lot of mobility too. I mean,
Yep.
he's. I'm not saying he's the foil for a Nubarak, but he's
They're
got
having
similar ideas there. Yeah, and they're having fun.
yeah, that's a fun pick from them.
All right. Well, I think we all want Montreal to do well. in
I
this
want to
match.
see a game 3
I do too.
because I think that would be just so much fun, and I think it would maybe take down the ego of Tennessee just a little bit, which maybe they need. Because for the record, if you guys don't have your brackets pulled up right now, pull up your brackets because Tennessee actually has like the hardest run of any team in this entire tournament.
For sure.
RMU, and then it's help me out here.
It's RMU, and then it's the third seed in this bracket,
Indiana, and then UC Irvine potentially. If things go how we expect.
If things go that way.
That's terrifying. Those are three incredibly strong teams. We got a chance to cast all of them. All of them are strong. If you're Tennessee, and assuming things are going the way we expect, no matter what, that is probably the hardest single run of any team in the tournament. So I'm glad they're coming out firing here because they need to keep up this momentum.
Okay, now, Averam, I got the coaching session out of Braun, but you've seen, now you're with the team.
Yep.
You've seen their draft. You've seen the other team's draft. You have 30 seconds to talk to the team.
All right, and I think it comes down to sort of what I was saying before. Play safe. Don't get picked early. Try and keep yourself level, but don't play so scared that if you're not afraid to take an opening, if you see it, that you have the potential there. Unfortunately, they're limited with their engage with the Johannes, so let them overextend. Let Raffle get cocky and then, punish it. That's really what they need to do. Post 10, get that blessed shield, drop an earthquake, drop the ring on it, try and blow somebody up. If you can do that, you've got a chance.
If you like it, then you got to put a ring on it, man.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think we got to do it. Okay, guys. Well, Université de Montréal's life hangs in the balance. Can Tennessee sniff it out?
Snuff it out.
Snuff it out.
It's been a long day, folks.
I mean, we're not on Greymane anymore.
You've had a long
If it was
day, Kevin.
Greymane Rhaegar, yes, they would be sniffing at the enemy team.
That's exactly it. Let's get into it now. Tennessee, Ron, take us away.
Yep, over on the side of Tennessee, we've got Bills boys, Rafflecopter on the ball of Frumgore on Rhaegar, Merton on Arthas, Finkeldorf bringing up the Chen, and Nitty on the Zarya.
Yes, indeed. On the side, we got Université de Montréal. We have Black Lotus. It is Roland Gilead on the Johanna, Mr. Christian Malfurion, Zaddy playing the Zebo, Naki on Brawl, and Breakwood on her Jaina. Let's see what she can do with it in this round here. If there's a time to pull it out, the hero that you're comfortable with, that you're going to try and pull off some sick plays, it is when your tournament life is on the line. If Montreal drops this game, they are out of the tournament. So now's the time to make it happen. They were punished with level 1 cheese before, and they're scared, and now it's happening at the top lane.
Oh yeah, beware. Beware the opening bushes from these teams. They will pick you very quickly and then use that as their momentum. Continue rotating into advantage. But I mean, yeah.
I really want to see Zadi rotating this time around, building up these stacks as best she can here. I think that's really important for them. And they've got decent wave clear. Now think about it.
They'll get back to you on that. They'll take it under advisement.
Oh, Zadi, no. Raffle is already going in. That is going...
Battle Dog.
All right, so 30 seconds ago, I was like, guys, they needed to not get overconfident and overextend. That is case in point. They need to be, communicating as a team, calling out that the team's rotating down, and just play a little bit more passively here. Black Lotus cannot fall behind in the early game here because Tennessee will not look back. Let's also keep an eye out this time around to see how the structures and towers are faring here from the side of Tennessee, and if they're really going to pull off a perfect game.
I don't think so.
Not on this map, I would say not.
It's way, way harder.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay.
I mean, Zarya Vala? It's like Taskfall. Except
Zarya hits like a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, except for that.
Except for that part.
Except for that part. It's difficult as a Vala player to really be able to step up, and so a lot of Vala players don't know how to do it. It really takes having played with a support or secondary support who will put the confidence in you to be able to step up and make those plays, and we can see that in how Rafflecopter is consistently forward because he knows that shield is coming.
Yeah, absolutely. A little something like Nitty just getting those shields up, building that charge. Nitty's already basically full energy now going into this. Zadi needs to be very cautious. Nice wall, though, catching up from Gore. But Roland's in a lot of trouble here. Raffle, though, barely getting out of that blizzard.
One more lance.
Breakwood's looking for it. There's the Q. Nice connected there. Nitty not quite on time with that shield, but in the mid lane, losing a bit of soak here, actually, is the side of Tennessee. So nicely done there from Montreal, keeping the EXP fairly even. This is exactly what they need to do. Nicely done here from them as well. But we see Roland of Gilead stepping up, and if Merton lands a big root just like that, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, moments like that root are why I believe that Tennessee should take this game. We've seen how good they are. We've seen how confident they are. We put Raffle on another mechanical hero. That Breakwood will be the key for them in terms of that damage dealing. Like, you see how much damage Raffle is taking. There is potential for them to do it. I just don't know if they have the coordination to pull it off, especially when things like this happen.
Yeah, they baited out the Iron Skin earlier. They need to get these gems here. Breakwood, though, not the ideal piggy bank for the side of Montreal. As Jaina is very squishy, but they knew they baited out the Iron Skin. They said, you know what, this is not like... this is not ideal. You can't step up when you don't have that down. You can't go unstoppable. Not ideal here. Tennessee, though, looking very solid to start this off. But Thrall and Finkeldorf, this is a fun solo lane. It's even classically one of the few times that Thrall doesn't win.
Yeah, Thrall doesn't win, but Chen doesn't strictly win. Chen doesn't lose, and therefore Thrall can't win. That's really what this solo lane is like, if that makes any sense.
It's the immovable force against the stoppable object, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we got
it's basically what the situation is. Like, Thrall will always sustain, but Chen will sustain more, but Chen doesn't really do damage, and that's a lot of damage on Raffle, and counter back on the Breakwood. Ooh, those grenades. Full energy, sorry.
Full energy, but I have to say, props to Montreal. They actually got the turn in. They've actually turned in more gems than their opponent here. That being said, there's almost enough inside of Bills Boys to get a full turn in of their own here. They get pretty darn close here as they're going to look to get level 7 and get that first turn in of the game. I would imagine, as we often see how that is done here, but Black Lotus only down a little bit here. Oh, it needs to be cautious here. Rafflecopter running for dear life, looking for it. And actually, didn't see the zombie wall go down. Interesting. Nitty was enough to just force them back solo. Zarya, intimidating, especially when you get crazy zombie walls like that, trapping your own team in.
I mean, if that rooted landed, that's a dead Rafflecopter.
Which would do a lot, I think, for the confidence of Montreal.
Oh yeah, yeah. You bring down Raffle, that can actually get your team going. But you know what's interesting about this composition from the side of Tennessee? You know what the gate is? It's essentially a pair of goalposts. They're able to just fire that root and those grenades right into there, especially with how much energy that they've been building up, and it's free damage.
Yeah,
you know the path they're going. They have to go through the gate.
Yeah, that's exactly. They're forcing them back into a choke point. Nitty knows that that's exactly what the team is going to be trying to get this turn in now. As the side of Tennessee, they've got level 7. They're going to try and make something happen here. But down to the bot lane, actually, a little bit of pressure is going in as well. So they need to be cautious here as Finkeldorf getting trapped up in that zombie wall. But he's having just fine. But as I say that, I pull our observer away, only to have Janeth fall in the top lane. Unfortunate. Breakwood getting caught out once again. And Mr. Christie's running for dear life.
They're chasing behind the fort. I mean, it's just... Yeah, there is no fear. Meanwhile, Chen is not your ideal target. Spending that much time dealing with him is going to just not yield a whole lot. I understand what the original point was. Did they get the turn in? They give up the takedown, but they get the turn in. If they actually time this properly, this could even out all of their experience deficit.
Yeah, that's actually huge. I mean, Montreal getting the first turn in the game, that's massive. But at the same time, as Bills Boys just like, that's cool, we're just going to chain for 2. They're just going to hold and go back to back. That's the question.
Yeah, they can also keep pushing. It's like, oh, your web weavers are there. I mean, we could walk away. We could also take your walls, which is what you should be doing to us. So it's a clear advantage for Tennessee. They've got the momentum. The takedowns were in good time to give them that ability to continue to push up. The solo lane really isn't there, so now they're looking for this flank. Maybe if they actually get Rafflecopter, this could be huge.
Yeah, they're looking for the damage. Oh, the Feral Spirit not quite connecting. Neither does the Entangling Roots there. The Howling Blast does a lot of damage coming in here from the side of Tennessee. Oddly enough, I mean, look at this. And we're going to set up some damage in here on these structures. So Montreal firing back here in game number 2. That being said, they are very close to losing this heroic Talontier advantage as Bills Boys is on the edge of level 10 right now. They know this. They're trying to push in here. Roland of Gilead is trying to make something happen, but that is Iron Skin down, and Raffle's here with the damage.
Oh, they just got to find Raffle, but they're just too scared to step up. There isn't
Look at this front line. Look at this front line. Merton and Nitty are body blocking. They are the person that does that in football, and they are the
line.
Thank you. That's the one.
Yeah. In the meantime, Rain of Vengeance plus some Panda Pals. They don't actually chase it.
I'm surprised. I mean, Raffle, to be fair, had no health or mana.
No. Chen could chase it. Panda Pals.
Panda Pals. Oh, he went Panda Pals.
Panda Pals.
He
chase
totally
it.
chased that.
Yeah, it could have been done.
All right, so Black Lotus is now down 3 levels. And Zadi, nice dodge there on the Howling Blast, but Roland is here, but it's just not looking solid for them right now. Tennessee showing why they're one of the top seeds from the South, which many would argue is the most competitive region this year. And Roland of Gilead is running for dear life. There's the Iron Skin. Nicely done, baiting out at least one charge of that Rain of Vengeance there. But this top lane is in a lot of hurt right now, and we have the Blue Web Weavers coming down. I think there's almost enough for a second wave here.
I don't know. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Chen's having a good old time. Drinking some brew, pushing the lane. So that lane is going to be in their advantage anyway. They're going to get this fort. That'll push them above 12. Then you consider what they might also get in terms of... actually, they have the wall in mid. And maybe it's just more takedowns, honestly.
Yeah, they just want to fight. Mertens is like, that's cool. I'm going to get a Howling Blast. Nice cleanse, though. Actually coming in from Mr. Christie as well. Oh, but it's not enough. There's the expulsion. So what they just barely fit through there.
Wait.
Yo, they went full cat right there. They filled the container. I don't even know what that was. Barely fitting through that one.
I mean, they're also maybe not going to stop pushing.
No, they're not, are they?
I mean, Nitty can keep pushing. Yeah, they don't even need to stop. So
This is a half-health Webweaver already. They're level 13 right now. Level 10 is still not reaching Montreal. We thought level 1 was a dominant game. We're seeing a 4-level lead already coming out here for the side of Tennessee. Level 10 is finally here, though. Here are the Heroics. And we are going to see the big Wombo combo that we were expecting. So let's see if they can make it happen. It is actually the Sunder, though. So let's see if there's some potential anti-synergy to come in there. Let's hope not.
I would have liked the Earthquake because it makes the ring more or less free. As long as you get a good
I
position
also
of
would have
Earthquake.
wanted to see Ravenous Spirit.
Yeah, that would have been great.
You've got Expulsion Zone and Rain Invention. It's like really the only way you're going to stop it right here. So I think that would have been a lot of fun. Honestly, you just need to go all in at this point. So let's see. I'm really watching the Breakwood, these Ring of Frosts. We've hyped up Regina. Let's see if she can make it happen.
Yeah, gotta find the confidence though to be able to step up because like
Oh,
Johannes.
Mr. Christie, no. Don't attack those, Mr. Christie. Oh, no.
They're still aggroed. That's actually really bad.
That is definitely not ideal here. Looking at this, Black Lotus, they just... You don't want to force the engage, but at the same time, my big thing.
You have to force the issue.
You have. They're at this point, they're playing to not lose. They're not playing to win. And at this point, if they continue the way they're going, they are going to lose this game. They just need to make something happen at this point. They need to say, all right, let's take this back in our control. Let's be the ones to initiate. I think that's their shot. They've got to take it.
Yeah, I mean, you could play for the bait in, where you bait the entire enemy team in, you get off a good combo, and then it's, you know, Sunder sets things up, but you have to be careful about how you Sunder with the Ring of Frost. It's definitely an uphill climb, especially with how far they are behind. Now you're down Web Weavers. This can start to get really problematic as we look at how they, like, we saw how far they got up with just Web Weavers earlier in the game at, like, what, 8 minutes? They could easily take a keep with how coordinated Tennessee is playing.
Has Nitty been below half energy this entire game? Other
Probably
than, like, the beginning? Probably at some point.
Right now.
Right now, there he goes. Okay, good. Because that's crazy Zarya play. There's the Blessed Shield going in. The follow-up is there. There's the Sunder. Not hitting Rafflecopter at all. Everything completely whiffing there. Raffle's in a situation. Was he cleansed there? I don't...
No, they just died.
Okay then. So there's the Howling Blast going in. They're just going to blow the Ancestral here to keep this push going. There are the nice roots going down there as well. But everyone's slowed. There's the Twilight Dream, though, so they can't actually get down. The follow-up there. Panda Pals are in, trying to do as much as they can, though. But they're just fine here. Oh,
ooh, that
no,
rain.
The root, the Expulsion Zone, everything is there. Ring of Frost, I think, needed to go down a little bit sooner there as Tennessee is knocking on the door of Montreal. Mr. Christie is in a world of hurt right now. Merton and friends are pushing in. Raffle is just surviving in the backline here. Frumger, I have to say, has done a fantastic job of keeping his team alive. Level 16 is here. Here's the key, pressuring all 3 lanes. Tennessee is on the warpath.
Yeah, they want to end this. They want to end it with a statement. They should be able to rotate top and get that secondary keep, or they're just going to go for end. I don't think we've ever seen a 5-level lead in the tournament, just in terms of just raw numbers. They may be able to get that if they take this bottom keep,
Yes,
and this
right
has
now.
just been a commanding play, commanding set of plays and performance from Tennessee. They've shown up and told any of the haters, probably myself included because I have UCI beating them, but they've said we're here to play.
Yeah, this is a 5-level lead. I think this is the most convincing victory that we've seen so far today. There's the Ring of Frost, though. Did actually hit onto 3 members. Nicely done there, but it's just too little, too late. Tennessee is taking game number 2. That's going to be it. GG. Our last game of the day is going out in style as Tennessee. They came to play, and Montreal is going to fall, and Tennessee, GG.
Our most commanding series of the day.
100%. Yeah, absolutely here. So, Kevin, welcome back.
Yeah, my mic has been not turned on. I think that game ended so fast that maybe even our
No one was
production
ready.
crew was not ready.
No one
for
was
it.
ready for that.
I mean, it's been a long day. People are tired. I
Yeah.
know I am.
But should we have been ready?
Probably.
Should we have been
Probably.
prepared for
Probably
set like?
ready.
I actually
10-minute
think that was another perfect game, by the
Yeah.
way. No damage on any
no.
touch.
No,
Top-
they took some
They did?
structural
Yeah,
damage.
top
Yep.
structural damage on
And mid
the
as well.
gate.
With the Web
okay.
Weaver as well. Yeah, no
Minimap
forwards.
must have lied.
Nothing actually died, but they did take
the
damage.
actual damage. Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I don't know how you define a perfect game, but it's still pretty darn close. I don't think they got a takedown.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, fantastic.
wow,
though,
no
by them.
takedowns in either game.
Point.
Yeah.
No, they killed the Panda Pal.
Really? Oh, the PAL though.
A PAL went down.
A PAL.
Yeah.
That's like a point one.
No, it doesn't
No, it's
even
literally
register.
it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It doesn't even register. But a PAL went down.
Okay,
All
fair
right.
enough. Well, they dominated. Tennessee moves on, obviously. We do have Finkeldorf with us here from Tennessee to talk with us a bit about their dominant performance in the round of 64. Finkeldorf, congratulations. Obviously, you guys showed no mercy in those games, just crushing, massive level leads. I think even that first game, we even talked about how it may have been a perfect game for you guys. I don't even know if you received an ounce of structural damage and certainly no takedowns in either game. So congratulations for that. How are you feeling right now, with that victory?
I'm feeling pretty good. It was a little bit easier than I thought it would be. As bad as that sounds.
No, fair enough. We know that you guys have your sights set to move very deep into this tournament. Obviously, last year you got all the way to the Heroic Four, and now you're looking to move even further. You know, what do you think are going to be some of the main hurdles that stand in the way of your team and success at Heroes of the Dorm? You know, what are you guys looking to as maybe some of your biggest hurdles?
So our next match is, I assume it's going to be with RMU, and they're decent. So they're looking like the hardest to make it to round of 4. But I mean, there could be any sort of surprise. Like Indiana could be really good if we get them, and so could UC Irvine. So it's mostly just RMU that we're worried about right now, though.
So I have a question for you as well here. How are you guys feeling about how the new meta is shaking up? You know, we had some questions looking at adaptability, but you guys seem to be really on board. How are you guys liking it so far? Obviously, you don't want to give away too much here, but overall, you guys a fan of the new patch?
Yeah, Arthas Zarya.
So good. Yeah, honestly, like your play looks solid across the board. Obviously, you know, playing those warriors, you're happy as well. So it's good to see there too. You know, I have to say, just really, you know, Tennessee, you guys have had a long history with Heroes of the Dorm. Obviously, you want to get to the Heroic 4. Do you guys like you are you going all the way? Just yes or no right now. Are you guys taking the whole win? Yes.
Yes.
I love to hear it.
All right. So with that in mind, if you're going to take the whole win, what do you guys think are going to be the keys to you guys progressing further in the tournament? Because like we've said, it looks like you guys could have a very difficult bracket, and then you're looking at going up against a monster like UTA prospectively. What do you think is the key to your success?
Till huge.
Kill you.
He's unkillable so
there you
far,
go, good
though.
sir.
Wow.
Are you going to bring that trophy home?
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
there are legends about Huge. He's the unkillable. It's like William Wallace, right? Like, yes, exactly.
In air quotes.
Oh,
dear.
quotations. I love it. Well, man, congratulations. We're you got another question?
Well, it's not exactly a question per se. Apparently, there is a certain song.
Oh.
And people from Tennessee sing a certain. No, well, hold on. You're not the only one. We actually have someone else here who knows quite
Yep.
Kevin.
It's true, man. I grew up in Nashville. Tennessee is homeland for me. Let's see if we can do this.
Oh, baby.
Rock it up, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rock it up, Tennessee. Rock it up, Tennessee.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Johnson
No,
here.
man.
Holding it down for the hometown.
Good stuff,
Oh,
man.
my.
Congratulations. Obviously, we're looking forward to seeing you in your later games in this tournament. All the best to you and your team as you prepare. Hopefully, we'll see you in Vegas.
Thank you.
Oh, man. What a way to end the
Hey,
day.
man, you gotta end strong. You gotta end strong, and of course, yeah, that's where I grew up, right?
Dude, hometown pride's got to feel good. I have to say. All right. What a way to end the night. I mean, obviously, it feels a little bad for Montreal, but Tennessee looked super solid.
Yeah.
And you know what? Tomorrow we got more great round of 64 action, so I can't complain.
Dude, we've been blessed with some incredible games. In fact, here are the games we're going to be tackling tomorrow. Houston versus Maryland kicks everything off in the morning, followed by Illinois versus Southern Mississippi. Then on to Cal. Golden Mishas, those were the winners from 2015, taking on Temple. And then Waterloo versus North Texas. That's not all, though. We have 3 more to round the day out. SFSU versus Stony Brook. Arizona State takes on UOIT. And then IUPUI versus Utah Valley to end the day tomorrow. It's all kicking off at 9 a.m. So set your alarms, get your breakfasts all ready to go so you can cook it, your coffee, all those things. We're going to be here bright and early, ready to play some games.
Oh, yeah. This is a day of potential upsets tomorrow, even as much, if not more so, than today. Braun, we had a great day of matches. You looking forward to tomorrow?
Let's set more brackets on fire. Let's go.
Burn it all down.
Burn
is
it
what I
all.
say.
No perfect bracket for me. Just burn it all.
All right, guys. Well, on behalf of all of our crew here, myself and Verum, The Source, of course, KO and Haloran, thank you for joining us. We leave you with a look at some of the best plays from today's action in the round of 64. We'll see you tomorrow morning.